Yo. Alright. So, that was the last that we will see of Noah Angela. He is officially gone. And like I've done with all the other bosses, what are your thoughts on them?
Virgil knows.
Well said. Mission 18, the Spirit Stone Elixir. Throw the Philosopher's Egg into the fire to transform it into the Spirit Stone. Am I getting any upgrades?
Yes, one blue orb.
One blue orb.
And I guess one yellow orb.
I don't need a yellow orb.
Okay, fine.
I mean, I got it. You said get it,
yeah,
so
just,
I got it.
Just one. Because
Okay.
you burnt two during that fight.
Fair. Am I getting Devil Star? Am I getting a Holy Water?
Yeah, get a Devil Star.
Okay.
And now
Probably.
we're broke.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have gotten one more Devil Star.
We're never gonna use it. Okay, so we have my piece of the amulet and Virgil's piece of the amulet, and now we put them together to create the perfect amulet. The combined form of Dante's pendant and the Dark Knight's pendant that allows you entry into the underworld. So when we go into the underworld, this is what allows us to stay ourselves instead of becoming corrupted.
We're going to the MFN Nether.
So, we take our crappy Force Edge sword, combine it with the amulet, and create
Soul Calibur.
the Devil Sword Sparta, correct. I actually really like this cutscene. So, if you're like me when I was a kid, I got all sorts of excited being like, oh my god, I just got the Devil Sword Sparta. We just saw the Sparta overlord Dante for a brief second in that cutscene. This sword can extend, it can turn into a scythe, all that fun stuff. The Sparta sword, it is a true form of the Force Edge, the sword wielded by the legendary Dark Knight, Sparta. And look at how it's glowing fire, aura, all that fun stuff. But you will notice when we get into gameplay, the Sparta has no devil trigger.
Wait, what?
Yep. But there is a caveat to this. The Sparta sword does devil trigger damage, but at the cost of no devil trigger.
Oh, it's just always DT damage.
Correct.
But so does that also mean it has its parry plus one priority thing going on? That you comment. Yeah, whenever you parry, you get priority after the animation, right? That's the common thing that I've been seeing when you're using Devil Trigger.
A little bit. Well, sort of. So the reason that works is because Devil Trigger has a bit of hyper armor on it, and the Devil Sword Sparta does not have hyper armor. So Dante fights with the sword just like in human form.
Gotcha.
And you will notice that when I do my 5-hit combo, he will automatically end it with a short stinger. So that's one fun difference between the Devil Sword Sparta and other swords. Now, one thing that I hate is they give you the sword, right? And the first thing that they do is...
Wait, I have a question.
Huh?
So, does DT on your other skill set stay as you switch styles?
If you're asking, say, if I swapped over to Alistair, would it still be full? Is that what you're talking about? No.
Right.
No, it resets the Devil Trigger.
That's booty. So even on the fists.
Yep. You'll also notice that I am pressing in my right analog stick. I can't do my switch.
That's strange.
Yep. So in order to do the switch, you have to be Alistair or Everett. Now, we did mention there is one good thing to the Devil Sword Sparta not having any DT. We are free to use this gun. right?
Because there's no gauge, it's always on. Right, yeah.
Yep. You can't charge it up like you can, but that's like the one thing you can't do with it. So,
interesting.
So, if you're ever looking for like a challenge mode on yourself, Devil Sword Sparta Nightmare only throughout the entire run. And what's funny is that even in the cutscenes later on throughout the rest of the game, you will notice that Dante has the Alistair equipped instead of the Sparta, which means that even the devs knew, they're probably going to switch off Sparta the moment that they find out the sword doesn't have double trigger. But, I guess they can't give us the Devil Sparta Devil Trigger because that would be too powerful, right? Or maybe Dante just doesn't know how to unlock that. I don't know. Right, so we're given that sword, and a lot of people are gonna okay, I want to go test it out, I want to go fight some things, let me go through this. And the very first place that the game tells us to go to is underwater.
Hooray! Back to the first-person shooter experience.
Yep. Alright, now there are a lot of barrels here that give you red orbs if you shoot at them. I'll grab a couple of them, but I'm not going to grab all. Or maybe I might. Got a blue orb fragment.
Hooray.
Is there anything in here? I don't think there's anything in there. Alright, so we're going this way. And now something that's actually kind of scary. Fighting these guys underwater.
But the needle gun has a fast attack rate, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, the needle gun does well against them. Even on harder difficulties, these guys aren't really buffed any because they kind of recognize if we were to make these guys super much harder, it would just be bullshit at that point. Now we killed 3 of them, now that door opens. And this was something that always weirded me out, right? Because we just have this wall of water. How does it work? Physics, what are? Alright, so we're going to go through this door, and we'll recognize this room. I'm so glad that we're finally out of all that water, and they're...
Hooray, more water.
Damn it!
At least I don't have to climb all these stairs now.
Yeah, that's the only, good thing about this. You're I'm supposed to use this to go all the way up. Okay. I guess I'm not as mad at it. Right, so we got a bird, and birds obviously lay eggs, so if we take the egg, we now have the Philosopher's Stone, egg. And it's a material used in alchemy. Alright. Yeah. So I guess we're going to come all the way down here. You'll notice that the door in the mirror room is gone, so the only other door that we can take is this one. So we're going to come through this, and I'm sure you'll recognize this type of battlefield. There's something engraved. Those who seek the truth shall put the egg in the basket, and shall warm it. And shall warm it slowly with care. It will become a blue stone, and the land marked to the rose. Shall I use the Philosopher's Egg? Yes. It may take some time for it to transform. In other words, until I kill this guy.
Hooray, it's the garbage thing again.
Yep. Our good old friend Nightmare.
So, because you were limiting the amount of hits per orb, you are technically fighting a weaker version of this.
Correct. Well, it's still, I wouldn't call it a weaker version, just not as powered as, I'm going to allow myself to get even here.
I have parasites in my stomach. Fix that.
Kinda. Well, the question is, who's the parasite, us or them?
The enemy NPCs.
Oh, so we're like the, what's it called? What's that medicine, the antibacterial?
We are the penicillin.
We are the penicillin, there it is. Okay, where's the last skull at?
Oh.
No, he usually comes after you on his own if you beat up all the other ones. So there's one more skull somewhere. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Okay, so I'm going to show you why Rolling Blaze is so powerful. Because if you just come over to Griffin, you just kind of just keep jumping against him over and over again.
Huh.
And it also allows you to refill your Devil Trigger really quickly. There we go.
Oh no, Corviknight has fainted.
What's a Corviknight?
It's a Pokemon.
Oh.
But it's a black raven crow looking thing.
Uh-huh. Alright, you ready to kill Nightmare already?
Alright, let's do it. Not the ass orb.
And Gonzo. And look at that. That was a perfect amount of time for us to... The transformation is complete.
How convenient.
Mm-hmm. Who knew that it would only take just enough time to beat a super powerful nightmarish enemy?
From a different world.
From an entirely different world. Because that's how alchemy works.
From a whole different dimension, man.
Man. A strange voice from the transformed stone is echoing inside my head. I am the first key to opening the gate of the underworld. The second key resides in the mirror dimension. We keep mentioning this mirror dimension.
Is that the end?
The end of the mission?
No, that was a Minecraft reference. Minecraft has 3 dimensions: the overworld, the nether, and the end. Yes.
Maybe? You'll see.
Well, we got the pendants, and that allowed us to get to the nether. So, if the mirror realm, or mirror dimension, is a separate place than the underworld, then I can call it so.
Then you can call it so, because it is different.
Hey!
Mission 19, enter the corrupted world. Open the gate to the underworld. So this entire mission, just let's go down. I say let's save up for purple and blue.
Okay. Is there any... Oh, there's no skill sets that you can get for your daddy sword?
Nope.
Oh.
It mirrors all the same move as Alistair.
Okay.
Yeah, they have the exact same moveset. Sorry, I should have explained that. Alright, we are starting. Alright, so something about a mirror dimension. Let's go and get mirrored.
To the void.
Alright, so we come this way. gonna be a puppet in here. Let's kill it because we are a devil hunter. And we're supposed to be slaying the devils we come across.
Why do they keep coming back, though?
Because reasons.
I think you're a bad exorcist.
Hey, I do my job. I kill them as they come. It's not my fault that they have infinite respawning. The elixir is responding strongly to the other painting. Alright, let's go in the room where we first met Della Angelo. And let's jump up here for no reason. Oh, it's not going to do it again. Alright, are we looking for upgrades?
No.
No upgrades? Okay. So we'll notice that both of the doors are gone. And Dante just could not give any less of a crap. Sorry, so I guess this is the moment of truth. The mirror is responding to the elixir, and its reflection is growing eerier. Keep in mind, once we do this, I want you to keep in mind that this is where Nilla Angelo first walked out of when we first met him. And now we're in the mirror world, or as you put it, what would you call it?
The end.
The end?
Yep.
And you'll notice that there's even a time statue in here, but here, the statue, the Watcher of Time, is just an illusion. Orbs have no use here.
How else am I supposed to pay my way through all these doors? Man, cover fees be expensive.
So we'll notice that this door is now mysteriously here, but this one's still gone. So I guess we only have one direction we can go. Also, real quick, you see this haze, this drunken wavy we got going on? Wouldn't it suck if the HD remaster didn't include that?
Oh.
Alright, so even though this is a mirror dimension, right, there's still some secrets to be had here. Oh crap. Hold on, I gotta go back up to the top. We gotta reset. Okay, even though it's a mirror dimension, there are still secrets to be had here. Darn it.
It's okay. We're gonna get through this, chat. Just be patient.
Just be patient. Everybody's like, oh my god, he sucks. I do that the first time every time.
Well, good for you.
So we got a blue orb right here. And there's still one other thing we can get. Because I believe this... Oh, hold on. I can't get it. If I can get up in this little balcony thing here, I can get another blue orb, but...
Not cooperating.
No. Alright, we'll give it one more try, and if not, then I'll just move on. The chat will know that there's another blue orb there if they can make it happen. If I can get up on that other thing, I can do a stinger jump over to it. That's usually how I get it, but for some reason I just can't get myself lined up properly. Nope. Alright. Blue orb's up there, you just gotta jump up to it.
Shiny thing.
Philosopher's Stone. It is a key to unlocking the gate of the underworld. And now we get introduced to the nobodies. And these, you can kind of tell that these are just like the leftover RE designed enemies.
Interesting.
They do have a couple of properties. The first one being if you allow them to put on their mask, they do this. They get bigger, they get stronger, and they get the ability to pull off their eye on that side there, and that is explosive and corrosive. Oh yeah, and they can steal your devil trigger. I forgot to mention that too.
Of course.
And they have this like cheap little jumping attack. So the main strat with these guys is if you have a guy that has a mask on, break it off as soon as possible. If you do an upward slash, you can kind of get them in that like I'm kind of tilted up but not up in the air thing.
Yeah.
And just multi-stab them or combo them over and over. That's kind of how you juggle these guys. Or you can get ring. Get ring's always useful. And the good thing about tougher enemies is they drop you a lot of orbs whenever you defeat them.
Hooray!
Which is how, like, you mainly get the majority of the red orbs you need to unlock everything. Because if you go on hard mode or any other harder difficulty, the enemy spawns change up, and you essentially, get harder enemies earlier in the game. And when you defeat harder enemies, you get more red orb counts. Oh. Maybe. Come on. Oh, no, wrong angle. Oh, come on, that should have been at least a ledge crab.
No,
they're not gonna let me do it. Get in that balcony and get a blue orb.
Write that down.
If I wasn't recording and streaming it, we'd sit there and do that over and over again until I got it. But since that's not fun for anybody, let's just continue it. Alright, so we've done with the Mirror World, we got the Philosopher's Stone, we got the Elixir Stone. So, I guess let's now go this way. Here we are. And I guess you're wondering where the Gate of the Underworld is. Well, what was the very first thing we came into contact with directly from the Underworld?
The water.
This is where Nightmare popped out of, and it's no coincidence. Surge of Evil is reacting to the power of the elixir. It's starting to activate. So we just come over here, press X, and slurp.
Alright.
And this is the gate. Evil darkness is whirling with its mouth open. It must be the gate to the underworld. Exciting. Shall I use the Philosopher's Stone? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so. I really wanted to solve that Rubik's Cube, but it's okay.
I mean, I could say no. I can give you a few minutes.
No, we're okay.
Alright, we're gonna put it in.
I didn't want it anyways.
Well, too late now, because once it's in, we can't remove it.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, this looks like something that would have something hidden somewhere. No. It's just a really deep chasm for no good reason. Alright, and we jump in here, and that is the end of the mission. course the game doesn't like the amount of time that I take. I'm sorry, I'm trying to show off the game that I love.
No, faster.
Faster, not efficient enough.